In terms of individual rights and liberties, for example, if the Royal Commission showed that there were actions taken by politicians and government officials during that period of time which impinged on the basic human rights, that went against current human rights legislation in New Zealand, and that people's rights were trampled over in some way, you would think that legally there should be consequences against those who did the trampling.
Absolutely. And I think you've been very generous in your packaging of that question with a lot of ifs and buts and allegedlys. We know that people's freedom of movement was restricted. The right to refuse medical care was very heavily infringed upon. No jab, no job. And I remember very clearly, people at the time were just swept up in the frenzy and the worry and the stress that we forgot about our rights. And the government and the lawmakers and the legislators and the courts didn't do their role in defending and protecting those rights. That's what happens when frenzy enters the picture on a very real issue. No one's denying that COVID was a real issue, but what was the right response and what was the right solution? When we act out of emotion, out of frenzy, out of fear, we really get ourselves into trouble. And while we say that we're protecting ourselves, what we're really doing is just shackling ourselves, restricting ourselves, and setting ourselves up for a very unpleasant reality.